there's Castle Peak right there. I don't know where exactly they were, but again,
gotta have my water. I need a hair clip. Real nice guy. Yeah, right. Thank you. Hopefully. I'm not sure, and for people over the years to realize that them playing these games and trying to figure out who we're talking to, what classes we're taking, what programs, what is ICE, what's the IRGC, police, healthcare, doctors, who you gonna get your advice from? Don't listen to anything that crazy lady says. She might give you a tree nut. Yeah, it's amazing what they've been getting away with here in these communities.
area, but if I do this, so there's Castle Peak.
Actually, I
right
like
there. But again, I don't know exactly what
this
they
way. Hold on.
but it's
I know, you can't really see too much, it's dark.
It's like going out in the wilderness to ski.
You can? You can see my reflection?
The rescuers are all volunteers. And one of the rescuers' spouses, I guess, I think they said one of the rescuers' spouses passed away, or is believed to have passed away, I think.
Can you see a star? Hold on, I want to go get my phone and see what star that is.
So, for people asking about Iran, we spent the first large part of the stream covering Iran. The title was Will U.S. attack Iran soon, plus other news, or plus other stories. So I did want to talk about...
Yeah, I know it's that
by the way, our viewer,
in California,
Cody said that kind of skiing is popular in that area. Don't have to abide by the rules of the ski resort. I mean,
some people on class are, moments of reflection. Some do it on their own time. It's usually things you don't, mention out loud. It's those silent kind of, oh man. I mean, you can see that's a horrible accident. Do we gotta say, oh wow, that's really gonna hurt? Right? You don't really do that, do you? Sometimes. It depends, right? And you help if you can. Right? Yeah, but it's amazing. You think of, every day. Birth and death, yes. Some taken by natural causes, peacefully. We try to prevent accidents, right? Right, and then when things are not accident and they're being provoked and done on purpose. And when you think of the abuse that's been going on here in Augusta, Maine, I don't even like to think of the abuse and the torture those kids have been through. You understand how many have been killed? What the fuck are you people doing and how they continue to ignore it? As though top secret investigations, they gotta get these cartel families and shoplifters. It's so fucking sick and disturbing, and these same people that are vested in the big pharma industry and companies, they go right from the prescription drugs and vaccines, and they knew this was coming. That's why a lot of them, they're all pushing out the frickin' colostrum, the bovine colostrum. And just because they're selling bovine colostrum doesn't make them a bad person. And they might get offended by what we're saying, right? Oh, we're what? We're child fuckers? Yeah, okay. I know, people take it to the extremes. They're doing the same thing with everything. P. Diddy Mansion, Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein Island. It's amazing Dollywood hasn't gotten thrown in the bunch yet. Well, technically they have been, right? It's not too many talk about it, huh? People just go missing. Usually don't hear about that, huh? I know, it's amazing to see it get such publicity. Wow. That's fucking cool, man. You think they're going to address the facts soon? With children that have been fucked and tortured by these punks, vaccinated behind our backs. Yeah, and what did they use as justification to vaccinate our children behind our backs? Why were we schizophrenic and crazy? Right, I mean, there was no erratic behavior. We didn't start to lose our shit at all. Or even use profanity until like 2019, 2020, when they decided to vaccinate our only child we had never vaccinated in 2009. Kid's a fucking teenager, never gotten sick. My only child that didn't lose their speech and get diagnosed with severe autism, he's the only one that didn't get the vaccines. Why would they do that? Yeah, he's been having, I've noticed too. Yeah, some of his legs barely been bothering him. I'm like, how do you eat so much and not put on weight? I know. He just had it. I just made him another egg sandwich. The kid's eaten like 4 egg sandwiches in the last 24 hours. Thank goodness you're not bunking with him. Well, you know, if you keep the air circulating. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, so they vaccinated him. Well, how'd they do that without my permission? Oh, they didn't need my permission. No, I'm not even a considered guardian. No, I'm just here and they gotta keep an eye on me. Because I put him in danger by not vaccinating him. Remember, I was crazy and I was going to kill other people? And we were going to get people sick and bring back measles? You fucking psychos. Holy shit, dude. People need to wake the fuck up and help these kids in Augusta, Maine. It's not a goddamn joke. Holy shit. Right, and then people that come on board, whether it's drug investigations and you're in the FBI, or you're a fucking junior investigator, getting the Karen or the non-vaxxer or the bully or wanting to help, or you're just right in the Alex Jones kind of fried pickle eating, get the child pedo person. Right, a lot of the stuff you're getting fed, the fake stuff. Yeah, and then they get them chasing around on these clickers, right, clickbait and the WhatsApp stuff. This went on for years. Years, like, they've taken care of a lot of it, I think. As far as some of the, and some get more gung-ho though. Some have become more of a problem. Some have realized, changed their tunes. You like gardening? There's so many great occupations in this world. We're trying to get better programs and skills and training in the public schools, opportunities, because there's so much to do, right? I mean, we need houses, complexes, plumbers, electricians. And we think of the military forces and how that's supposed to be used to help with healthy migration, protecting people from pirates and thieves, right? Right, so when you start to get this, you drop maybe a lot of your ridiculous behavior and you start to appreciate life and you stop disrespecting people that are trying to serve and protect humanity. And we should be being taught that in the public schools. And it's beyond me how these fucking psychos have managed to tailspin things over the last 10 to 15 years the way they have. Unfucking believable. And then a lot of them try to act like they had no idea. Oh my God. With what you've been doing over the years and you want to act like that, you dumb fucking cunt. When you want to talk about reality and help these fucking kids, then I'll listen to what you have to say. Until you want to acknowledge these fucking punks that you fucking psychos have been protecting to keep an eye on the non-vaxxers and do your little analytic fucking plays and get paid a lot of money for it, and then you don't want to fucking help these kids and play stupid? Wow. Unbelievable. All right, hold on. We want to see what star that is. I think that is... It's hard to tell sometimes. I think it's Miser. M-I-Z-A-R? Miser A? I think so.
And our Facebook moderators like Paul Anderson, Kay Lowry, Buddy, Margaret Riley. Huge thanks to all of our moderators. Thank you. And thanks to everybody for supporting the channel. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate that for the live channel viewers. Your support, so thank you. Hopefully I thanked everybody.
If I had to guess which star it was, I would guess that one or... I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, I did want to mention also.
Yeah. It's really the only one I can see. I haven't kind of gotten a good look, though, and I got a lot of other lights in my eyes, so. With the lighting and my fuzzy eyesight at the moment, that's the one I can see. It's right above us.
Watch us on X if you want to see the stream. You gotta click on this link that says live. But X is posting the timeline whenever I go live. Before I go live, I post an X.
Now we're gonna do some reading. What are you doing? I really hope so.
By the way, Wonder Twin said the sheriff cleared them, but not FBI about
Yeah, well, it's part of our daily dues. Right, going to work, right? And so when we are talking about those things, yeah, we can sound pretty angry. Naturally, it'd be weird for us not to, right? Do you know how frustrating and angering and sad and horrific? Right. And you're dealing with really sick people that are protecting their sick addictions and crimes and using our forces to get minor offenders. And it's really sad and scary, and it has been to us for a long time. So hopefully the proper authorities can help our children in the hands of sick murderers, pedophiles. Right, see how it's strange, right? When there's no emotion, it's just kind of monotone. Right, and I can feel it, you know? Right, so sometimes it feels better to just raise my voice a little bit, trying to get fucking through to people in this community when you understand. The kids are in the fucking car. Have you ever seen an accident? People are screaming, hey, we need help over here. Right. So, I mean, I think technically, considering, we're doing a good job keeping a hone on our emotions. And thank goodness we're nonviolent, because there'd be dead motherfuckers all around us. Right, but we're nonviolent, and we want to actually expose these networks and crimes at their root and help to expose them and help people understand what's been happening and how they've been getting away with it. And a lot of people usually don't want to look at it because it's connected to businesses they profit from. Right, that's why they pick the people that usually people want to get rid of. Can't stand them. Costanza, I can't stand them. Kramer. Jerry.
Oh, there was a, we'll put TMZ got a new
Yeah.
note, but it's not from the same people? Is that what happened?
Right. Poor people, people that have a history or record. I mean, even if they did realize what you were doing to them and their children, no one's going to listen to them, and you can easily off them, especially with the medications they take and their history. And, surprised they haven't died yet. It's amazing they're still alive, and when people have already been saying that thing's still alive, no one's killed that thing yet. It's so clumsy. That thing hasn't died. Right, so, right, I mean, it's such an easy target for those kind of networks and people.
They said they got another ransom note,
Yeah, right, you go into these rural areas, the hicks and the sticks. You gotta be very careful though, right?
and a different account number from the original.
Right, and again, right, when these are connected to the same networks that go around saving people from those communities, because they know in some of those situations there's always the innocent ones not involved with the psycho, alcoholic, over-medicated pieces of shit, the drug traffickers, right, the criminals that put them in danger. They're trying to save them and help them, right? She has a history of abuse and I'm protecting this baby. Slam it. Go away. I got a gun. Right? What the fuck? No, it's trending, man. It's fucking trending. So I really hope that the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine do what they're supposed to do to help these children. Yeah, we died a long time ago and they've already gotten away with it. So for people to grasp that would be a good idea. Homesteaders.
Did you hear TMZ say anything about them thinking that note is from the same person as the original two ransom notes?
I've never backed down from a bully, and I never will. If you seek to harm Maine people, you will have to go through me first.
They're fucking our kids, Janet. These punks, these punks that are heavily connected
I think maybe you can find
to your transgender bullshit. And this activism, turtle washing, fucking psycho, save the whale, drug traffickers. Yeah, these punks are fucking our kids. But they're teaching these kids a lesson. Right? Just like you told my dad not too long ago. Was that around COVID? Right. So for people to grasp what the fuck is actually happening here, to wake the fuck up and help our children, yeah, and how a lot of their concerns and what they want to try to say about our mental state and who needs to be locked up, you fucking psychos. Shut your fucking mouths and get a new job. You should not be doing what you're doing. There's a lot of good ones that should be doing what they're doing, and they're sick of dealing with people like you too. You put them in danger. You put everybody in danger when you ignore these things. It's called crimes against humanity. Fucking psychos. Yeah, ignorant, neglect, abuse, fraud. Alrighty, we are finishing chapter 6 in the Word. Yeah, we were mid-chapter earlier. Well, we wanted to, our voice was kind of getting a little tired. It's a long chapter. Still have 10 more pages in this chapter. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, chapter 7 is next. So Yeah, you have this book too. Chapter 7 is next. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see it? A man came, sent from God, whose name was John. He came for a witness, to bear witness to the light, so that through him all men might learn to believe. He was not the light, but was sent to bear witness to the light. The witnesses, wise men. 3 blind mice. Are they wise or are they blind? Depends. Yeah, what road you're on. Yeah, exactly. The light of God now shines in the darkness of sin. It not only shines as far as the darkness, it shines into the darkness. The moment in which the light enters the darkness is the moment of the Passion. While the Lord hangs on the cross and his whole being overflows upon the world, body, soul, divinity, and love, and everything which he has assumed and received from us, hate, tepidity, insufficiency, overflows in love for the sins of the world. That is the moment when the light penetrates the darkness. That is the center point from which the light is diffused throughout the whole world. That is why everything must be seen as from the cross. The love of the Lord on the cross, surrendering itself to the darkness, is threefold. It is, in the first place, the love which assumed the sacrifice, which consented to surrender itself. Secondly, it is love in the act of being surrendered, love in the consummation of the sacrifice. And finally, it is love after the consummation of the sacrifice. It's an emptiness and death, love already surrendered. Although the 3 states of love fuse into each other on the cross, they are the 3 states which mark the articulate Christ's earthly life. The incarnation is the Son's consent to the sacrifice to which the Father sends him. His life on earth is the consummation of the sacrifice. His death on the cross and descent into hell is the state of the consummated sacrifice of the victim and host. At the foot of the cross is the Mother of the Lord, who participates in the sacrifice, though in her case the sequence is lived in the reverse order. She gives her consent at the foot of the cross. The birth of the child in Bethlehem is the consummation of the sacrifice. And when the child was conceived in Nazareth, she was already the victim given to God. You don't eat veal from where you're from. Just the elders. It's opposite where you are. They like the veal cutlets. What? Her end is already in her beginning. Her whole destiny as a mother is sealed and consummated in conceiving. She lives from the cross, while Christ, being man, lives in the opposite direction, towards the cross. They don't still eat. No, I don't think they still have those kind of farms anymore. I think they outlawed the human farms quite a few years ago. They're eating babies. I mean, I think in some places they probably, going to turn to eating each other. Yeah, like just in recent years, what is it? Some of the ones that were saved from those Korean encampments. Aren't those the ones they were raising to be really Catholic, though? Yeah, and they believed Kim Jong-un was like Jesus Christ, the leader of the whole world, the beginning of the world. Yeah, they thought that was... Right, and so then once that truth started to... They didn't want those people to know. They were going to let them die. And that's why you see in other parts of the world they say, oh, they're killing the Catholics. We got to help save them. Right, we'll see Americans killing them. Well, no, American trained forces, maybe. Yeah, like the psychos, the Tammy Faye Baker, Bible Belt, syndicated markets, the psycho activists here that don't want them to see the truth. They'd rather let them die. Well, they can't get away with killing them or starving them like that over here. I mean, in some households they do, but... Yeah, so it's best just to, medicate them and cut their dicks off and get them all distracted with boys in the girls' locker room and fighting in women's sports. And come on, Joe Rogan. How'd they build those fucking pyramids anyways? I know, flat earth, aliens, ghosts. I know, and when you look back through COVID and all this stuff, the psychic networks and Pizzagate, the time frames, the people in the healthcare world that have been trying to expose the concerns with vaccines for years and prevent them from rolling out the really dumb COVID plan, which they knew they couldn't stop, so many just, went into the bakery business or something. Why stress yourself out over the things you can't change? It's a gift, really, to be in acceptance. And I mean, you're still going to try to educate others the best you can, though, right? Sometimes it's best to not say anything. Oh, you're one of those psychos, huh? Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, huh? You just get sick of hearing it, right? And then getting put on some list of people to not trust. That's one of the crazies. Right, I know my own parents have been doing that to people, and it's very scary. I know, it's gold to those punks. Like, I know, they know they can fuck with people around those kind of psychos all day long. And we love them, and we try to protect them the best we can. And then psychos from the State Department try to protect them from us. Yeah, it's fucking pathetic, and it's sick, and you people need to grow the fuck up and stop your bullshit and help our children in the hands of these psychotic, murderous, pedophiles, and hags. Period. You're welcome. Thank you. This reversal of the order reveals her very being as woman. Her end is already in her beginning. Her whole destiny as a mother is sealed and consummated in conceiving. She lives from the cross, while Christ, being man, lives in the opposite direction, towards the cross. The Lord's suffering on the cross is embodied and expressed in the threefold wounds. The wounds in his head caused by the crown of thorns. The wounds in his hands and feet caused by the nails. The wound in his heart caused by the lance. The head wounds go least deep, but spiritually they are the most painful, suffered for man's scorn of the spirit, for the skeptic, the cynic, the denials. The wounds of the nails are those which ridicule the Father and the Son, and expiate the sins of the flesh. In the widest, most all-embracing sense of the word, wherever the creative work of the Father is misused. The wound in the side is the expiation of the sins against Son and his divine human love.
These threefold wounds, which are in themselves darkness, transform the darkness of sin and redeem it into light. The redemption, again, has three aspects. First of all, it is the affirmation of spirit, through which the sins of the skeptic and the cynic are expiated. Secondly, there is the bodily suffering of the passion, which expiates the sins of the flesh. And finally, in the state of utter emptiness of heart and death, Christ redeems the sinners who are only converted, changed and brought back by the Lord after death, on the threshold of hell, in sight of hell. Hi. I was just reading that. I saw your comment. You know, a lot of people have said that to us over the years. Some just aren't humble enough to say it. Or they hold an occupation where it would really hurt their reputation or income if they did say it. So someone in class is telling me, yeah, they were brought in to get the Karen. Karen and the non-vaxxer. Concerns about, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so that would have been, my goodness, 2014-ish? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of concerns had gotten upticked because of the Boston bombing. Yeah, directly connected to some of these networks. Yeah, well, when you start to understand that too, and go back to 2001 and the 9/11 and the Hamas training camps, and it's connected to the same networks. Absolutely horrifying when you start to see it. And what is sad too is a lot of the people that were trying to bring through those same understandings, like we are, got casted off, because as you can see, what we say kind of dissolves the belief of a lot of those Catholics in the Bible Belt realm. So once they hear us start talking or trying to bring through the understanding of what's going on with the syndicated markets and the healthcare system. I know AIDS was just dying down, really. Remember the whole AIDS era in the 90s with that stuff? Connected to the same groups. And then they were rolling out, people were proving that it was causing cancers. And they actually got away with creating a vaccine to prevent the cancers that these teenagers were getting. Yeah, the rise of testicular cancer, ovarian cysts. Right, there were certain vaccines put out that were causing those cancers, and they knew it. Of course, they stopped those, and they changed the chemicals, or whatever they're using. They know this. That's why you have bouts of different things like mad cow disease, or all of a sudden bird flu on the rise. Yeah, so the sources, when you can connect that to the source fields that they're using and the bovine materials they get from the pus, and that's really what it is, right? And colostrum, you know what colostrum is, right? Right, before birth, the mother starts to produce, it's like almost like a clear gel, until it starts to turn that creamy white when the baby starts to breastfeed. Alright, so, and the colostrum is the clear stuff. Now, what is bovine material? Now, that's pus. You know, if you get a boil, a pimple or something built up. Right, all that pus that comes out. Yeah, that's what they use for a lot of stuff. Yeah, they suck out the pus out of infected animals. Have you ever read about Louis Pasteur or... You know, see how it's funny, but it's not?
Oh, we just want to laugh about the others, how they're stupid and don't know, and we're so smart. No, we're pissed off they haven't been teaching this to people. Like, why the fuck don't you know this? You're a nurse? Wow. Oh my fucking God. Get away from our kids. Right, and then when they get people to come after you, because you're dangerous for not vaccinating. Yeah, they're fucking psychos, and they've been trying to cover up a lot of that stuff for years. We're already dead. People need to wake the fuck up and hopefully help these children. Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it, when you really start to think about it? And you can go back through history and connect all these bouts and diseases that they've been causing. And then when people don't want to pump themselves up with that, like, no, I can't take anymore. I actually almost died from being overloaded with chemicals and toxins and just, years of bad diet, too. We didn't know any better, and it was normal for that area back then, so. You would think so. Right, so when that was being recognized and being looked at as an epidemic back then, and then for them to put fear out about those not vaccinating. Right, because you can't just go around not vaccinating without understanding, too, proper, supplementation and stuff as well. Okay?
The sandwich was really good, thank you.
You're welcome. You want another one?
No, I'm full for now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I won't pat myself on the back too hard. It's egg salad. A monkey could do it. The redemption again, as Robbie. Yeah, that was my second son, who I did not vaccinate. He's the only one who didn't lose his speech. My youngest two are right next door, the same building. I haven't seen him in years. When you actually start to look into this situation and you see, why did we run away to Canada in 2017, and how they make a big drama scene out of that. We abandoned our children in a psychosis, crazy, non-vaxxer. Think about it. His name was David Chase up in Canada, and his brother Billy, who really hated Trump. No, he loved Trump. Billy loved Trump and was always angry and threw pizza boxes. David did not like Trump at all and knew the hero's journey by heart. Marianne Williamson. Right, he said he used to work for that company TELUS. He said he lost his mind when he found out some of the things going on. Yeah, like quit his job, went to India. Whole routine, Yeah, his mother was like they called her the devil's advocate because she was the tax lady up there. Shannonsville. I guess it's called Marysville too. Right, well they had told me Shannonsville, and when I got there it said Marysville on the sign. And my name is Mary, so I was like, is this some kind of a joke? I know, and they had the Gordon Lightfoot sign at the end of the road. Trust in the gourd above. Oh, and all that CMP stuff going on, huh? And I remember, too, the train out back of their house. The train was bringing in the frickin' windmill propellers. I thought they were freaking missiles. I was like, what the fuck are those things? Are those carrier missiles? They're propellers for the windmills. Stop it. Daddy, 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 do you want some sausage? Oh man. Did you just hear that dude in the bushes with the walkie-talkie? Really hilarious, isn't it? It's not really funny when you think about it. No, when you actually start to understand it and get it. I'd probably be dead if I hadn't gone up there, huh? Yeah, I don't think I would have taken another shot. And if you look back around that time, I was taken by ambulance right before I went to Canada. Yeah, what were my complaints? Remember I told them, they were trying to give me sleeping pills, all this or that. It's like, just check my heart. Right? I know. And then they hooked me to the machine. And she got pissed off and pulled all the things off me. And said the machine was broken. It's like, what the fuck? What did it say? Am I alive? Right. It gets old, doesn't it? Right, so when you look at these things and you start to understand, yeah, we could really care less about all those games, but many take it very seriously and really think we were going to kill other people for not vaccinating and took it upon themselves to deem us crazy and use that as justification to vaccinate our youngest 2 children behind our back in 2013, Dr. Baker at Winthrop Family Practice. I know, oh, keep an eye on Dr. Baker. They're getting threats. Nope, we're non-violent, and we don't even expect them to smack that sick motherfucker on the wrist. We're trying to bring awareness, clarity, and understanding to help with treatment and prevention. Yeah, we're already dead, and we've accepted that our children probably won't be saved. And because if anybody does try to push it, they'll be dead before it makes it to court. If you understand process and procedure and law and order. Right. Oh, okay. I'll just finish that paragraph. We'll finish the chapter later. My voice, it's starting to get a little... Yeah, so I'm going to go do some stretches and have some tea and stuff. Maybe take a nice steamy shower. All right, I'll try to read just the rest of this paragraph. All right. The redemption, again, has 3 aspects. First of all, it is the affirmation of spirit, through which the sins of the skeptic and the cynic are expiated. Secondly, there is the bodily suffering of the passion, which expiates the sins of the flesh. And finally, the state of utter emptiness of heart and death. Christ redeems the sinners who are only converted, changed and brought back by the Lord after death, on the threshold of hell, in sight of hell. They were saying that they got brought in, to get the Karen and the non-vaxxer. And then they saw the truth. And then they started to get attacked and threatened. Oh my God, I can't believe you're going to believe that, right? They start to get kicked out of the cool club. They don't want to do that. They want to be kept in the loop. Right? You don't want to get taken off that list, right? Don't forget to share and subscribe. Or at least like and share. Share it out, man. Christ redeems the sinners who are only converted, changed and brought back by the Lord after death, on the threshold of hell, in sight of hell. Right, yeah, so as you can see, some people are like very gung-ho. Like, yeah, get the care and non-vaxxer, and others are like, yeah, this is wrong. And those people start to get attacks, whether they're in healthcare or from the street, cashier, psychologist, doctor. If they even start to whiff in the direction of, just ask Jordan Peterson, Fetterman. Hey, Mike Johnson. Everyone keeps saying that he reminds them of the little elf from Rudolph. I'm sorry. I am like such a misfit. Who, me? Oh no. I'm one of Rufio's kids. Back around, Rufio! I'm a Toys R Us kid. Let me tell you, you don't want me to grow up, because baby, if I did, they're gonna lose their motherfucking heads. You better hope I stay a kid at heart. It could turn at any moment. You better stop it. Jesus Christ, people. The light that pours out from the cross strikes upon the darkness, which does not receive it. This darkness is sin, and sin is the hatred of the world for love. Yeah, a lot of people in those higher class realms, a lot of times why they don't see it is because they're not brought in to get the Karen or the non-vaxxer. They wouldn't be so stupid and immature, right? No, they gotta get the jealous people. They're part of a cartel investigation. They're getting the cartel people. Okay. They're justified getting the real bad criminals, just the really bad ones. Right, so when you try to tell those people, whether they're an FBI agent or they work for a major news outlet, yeah, a lot of this has been hoodwinked, dude. Yeah, you don't have to say tricked, not tricked. I mean, we don't got to get into that debate. Please, let's not, actually, for the kids' sake. Like we said, it's like people standing around a fucking burning car with kids screaming, arguing over who's gonna take the people to court who caused the accident. Yeah, you know what? Just let them, if they die, it'll be a bigger story. Oh, no one wants to hear about another saved story. They don't want to hear about planting trees. Oh, they want death and destruction. No one clicks on the good news, silly. Right, so when you try to tell those people, they never want to look at it. You're crazy, conspiracy theorists. They warned us about you people not vaccinating. You're going to kill us. Get away. Right, and then people have started to realize how stupid that was. And they shouldn't have fallen for that. And they did. And many wanted to. Sweet dreams. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, and they thought that, you know, I mean, their hands are clean. They're not fucking the kids. Yeah, and it's only going to happen in the situations and to the people that are really stupid and deserve, right? Just like the vaccines, just like the frequency war stuff. Well, I didn't know they couldn't handle it. Well, it's not our fault you got a bunch of stupids around you. Drug addict dealers. So in that case, then we're doing our job, right? That's what we're doing, right? Yeah, pat yourself on the back. We're doing a good thing, man. Wake the fuck up, stupids. I know, they never want to. It's a lot easier for people who don't hold those kind of occupations and reputations to be like, yeah, dude, that's fucked up. Get the Karen. You people are fucked up. The non-vaxxer. Bully? What? You guys seem like bullies to me. Talk about carrying a reputation. Yeah, so we can play these back and forth games all day long and people trying to pass the buck and blame this person. Well, I was just listening to them. That's what they've been doing. And you try to prevent that. Remember 2012? And a lot of the state workers were getting told, you know, you keep coddling these childish beliefs of elderly people and young fucking psychos who believe in ghosts and aliens that are protecting drug traffickers. It's not going to turn out too well for a lot of innocent people. Do you not care about the innocent people? Or you'd rather be right than let them see your wrongs, huh? As long as it's what they think, though, right? Because it'd be hell if people actually realize the truth. Because after you're gone, I mean, at your funeral, you don't want people reading what a fucking loser, lying piece of shit you were, right? You want them to say what a good hero you were. You protected people. Guy would give you the shirt off his back, man. Right. You want him to say good things about you when you're gone, right, Rudolph? You'll go down in history. Don't worry. Right. So anyways, yeah, I really hope people get real soon and grow the fuck up. Help these kids. Yeah, we're gonna go do some stretches and stuff. We'll do some more reading later. I was gonna finish that chapter. Yeah, this is 15 adagios, a moment of peace. Find your inner calm. Classical tunes. Is that Mr. Hanky? Probably not, but I'm gonna do it anyways.